All right, good morning or good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. Today, I'm not here, but we're going to review briefly just how to do a algebra proof. Remember, this is not necessarily the easiest way to solve it, right? You guys are able to solve these algebra problems without writing the steps, but we are practicing doing proofs because as we continue in geometry, we are going to have to do these proofs. So our first step, if you had forgotten from yesterday, we always are going to start by just writing out what we have. So in this case, 3x plus 2 equals x minus 8. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and say that was given to us. This will always be our first reason. We have to have some starting point into the problem, and it's usually that we're given this problem, or it's always that we're given this problem, and we can go from there. Now, there's 4 choices as to what you do next. And once again, what I put in red is optional, but if I put it in blue, it needs to be there. There's 4 different ways we could go about this. Probably most of us go ahead and subtract this x. There's other ways we could have done it. We could do this in a different order, but if we subtract the x, 3x minus x is 2x. So 2x plus 2 equals negative 8. And then the reason we did that, we use the subtraction property. All right. Next, we have some choices to make, but for the most part now it's pretty clear. We want to get the 2 and the negative 8 together, so we'll subtract that 2. Okay, at this point now we're left with 2x equals negative 10. Once again, we subtracted. Some of you might be worried, like subtraction twice in a row. That's okay. You can just put what did we do, and we subtracted twice in a row, so we're good. Okay, our next one. At this point, we're going to divide by 2, and we will have x equals negative 5. Okay? And what did we do? We divided, so division. At this point, we are done. If you want to check it, you can plug it back in. We got a negative 5, so if we plug that in, 3 times negative 5, negative 15, plus 2, negative 13. Meanwhile, on the other side, negative 5 minus 8 is negative 13. They do equal. We're good to go. So our second one, remember, the very first thing we always do, just write down our problem. And this one will be slightly different. The reason will still be given, but instead of starting by adding and subtracting, we are going to want to distribute that in. Okay, so if we distribute that in, we'll still have negative 7 equals negative 3x minus 3. Okay, and why did we do that? Because this is distributive property. All right. On our next step, there's flexibility, but for the most part, we're going to make it as easy as possible. So we're going to combine the 3 and the negative 7. And at that point now, we will get negative 4 equals negative 3x. What did we do? We added, so addition property. Technically, it's addition property of equality, but I'm fine with you just putting addition. Okay, next. If we were to solve, we got to get x by itself, so we divide by the negative 3. And hopefully you know a negative divided by a negative, it's positive. Now 4/3, that will not come out evenly, so we're going to leave it. But what did we do? We did division. Okay, so take your time today. There's not that much to do. Please complete this video, then complete the problems, and then if you are done, you can work on old delta. Try to get all of that finished. As the progress reports come out, I want you to have all your homework turned in. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email or ask me tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.